Hey, I found a 101 to 7 of 13 reference and a Kevin jab in the same video. Thanks, John Oliver.
That once the current pandemic assistance stops, more and more people will need the type of help that bankruptcy offers.
And because of HBO and copyright claims, I have to make this video now and then do work for free.
Bankruptcy is a legal procedure by which those who are deeply weighted down by debts can get out from underneath them.
To interleave it with little 7-second clips, maybe 6.7-second clips,
And then have a chance to start anew.
of you talking to make my point about mathematics and how you guys are all hoodwinked.
Which is good.
Hey, I found a 101 to 7 of 13 reference and a Kevin jab in the same video. Thanks, John Oliver.
That once the current pandemic assistance stops, more and more people will need the type of help that bankruptcy offers.
And because of HBO and copyright claims, I have to make this video now and then do work for free.
Bankruptcy is a legal procedure by which those who are deeply weighted down by debts can get out from underneath them.
To interleave it with little 7-second clips, maybe 6.7-second clips,
And then have a chance to start anew.
of you talking to make my point about mathematics and how you guys are all hoodwinked.
Which is good.
And you've been hoodwinked forever because the people who make the rules know what I know. And it's in everything all the time.
Which is good. Although it does come with some consequences. It will be on your credit report.
I've been on a roll lately, making a lot of good videos. I don't know, everything is retarded right now. I think my farm probably could sell for like $800,000.
And there tends to be some social stigma attached, as exemplified in this clip from Shark Tank.
A 2x4 8 feet long is like $8.
I understand your decision to go bankrupt. It cleans the slate. But it carries a weight.
And I'm not allowed to go bankrupt, and then there's like a video about bankruptcy. So I had to watch it, and then...
You'll never have a bank, Jeff. Ever. To me, you're radioactive.
It's like left hook, right hook. You go to his channel and watch the video. I didn't even make it all the way through. I hope a minute and whatever seconds is good enough to interleave with whatever nonsense.
A million people out there are going to get the wrong message from what you're saying.
No, they're getting the right message.
Is anybody seeing this? I feel like I'm on crazy pills. Have a good one.
They should not go bankrupt.
Well, hold on, because that is a terrible lesson.
Well, apparently need more video to go with the John's whatever Oliver thing.
And you, Kevin O'Leary, I hardly want to be calling someone's decisions radioactive, given that you invested in companies with business models like...
Before we get into the math, you know, because about the big 1x5 here, with a 1, a 7, a 13, 110 of 2143.
Put your face on a potato, look like an idiot on a unicycle, and toigaroo.
And like they're 1 of 7 of 13. Pretty sure 76 plus 11 plus 11 plus 13 is 111.
Interestingly, filed for fucking bankruptcy. So I'm sorry, Kevin, but to me, that makes you radioactive. I'm out.
So that's like a circled 110. Look, there's the diagonal. That's the Roman numerals on the steps.
Many people ended up in a situation where they couldn't afford to go bankrupt. And to understand our current system,
But then on the Roman numerals, we have this. And then 55, 55 is 110, you know. Anyways, before...
a key thing to know is that there is not one main kind of personal bankruptcy. There are actually two.
we get into the math of why the heart had to grow 3 times too big, starting from the butt of the X.
Chapter 7 and Chapter 13.
There's a 1 of, and going a 4 by 2, and a 4 by 2, and a 5, 3, 1, 1. Additional to what you see in the matrix. It's 97 cells when the heart grows 3 times. Anyway.
There is not one main kind of personal bankruptcy. There are actually two. Chapter 7 and Chapter 13.
Before we get into that, I just need some content to interleave with the John Olivers. Look at this. Look how impressive this is. Like, I don't have like all the parts are kind of glued. Like you see how all like the ground is all like, you know, going in the same direction no matter where they are. And even the guys coming out of the drop pod are all good. Like these guys are beefcakes. but I mean, they're almost assembled to go with the other one. So I mean, fuck my
Chapter
life.
7 is what you commonly think of as bankruptcy. Your debts are mostly wiped out, and while you can hold on to a
I hope this time I recorded enough video to, like, you know,
few essential assets below a certain threshold, the rest can then be sold to pay off your creditors. It takes a
oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that because they're like white soldier dudes, they look like stormtroopers.
It takes a few months to complete, but then you do get your chance at a fresh start. Chapter 13, however,
I'm gonna paint them all with different color swords. So like that guy's got a sword, that guy's got claws, that guy
is different. That is more of a reorganization of debt. Basically, your finances get examined.
guy's got a sword, that guy's got an axe, that guy's got a sword, that guy's a fist, that guy's got a sword.
To work out how much you can afford to pay into a repayment plan for 3 to 5 years. And if you make all the payments in that,
I'm gonna pay them all like lightsabers, so it's gonna look like stormtroopers with lightsabers. So stormtroopers versus with lightsabers versus Starship Trooper bug.
plan, at the end of it, your debts do get discharged. And this does have its benefits. You don't have to give up assets like a house.
That's what's going on here. I hope that was enough time. I don't know. And I also find it interesting.
Or a car, but, and this is a huge but, if you miss even one payment,
You know, is the exact shape of the middle that I did before I bought this, and it fits like perfectly over.
your case could be dismissed and the whole deal is off. You're essentially all the way back to square one. And the uncomfortable fact
Anyway, that's enough. That's a good amount of stuff.
is, this happens in most Chapter 13 cases, because only a third actually make it all the way to discharge.
Guys, still going on about Chapter 13, any more video? This is ridiculous. I think I got a pretty cool room.
And Chapter 13 is also actually much more expensive to
Tell
file,
us more,
because
John.
attorneys charge on average about
A lot of interesting things here. But let's just try to wrap it up here, John Oliver.
$1,300
of course,
to
13,
file Chapter
13. You
7.
gotta have two
For Chapter
13s with the 7
they
and
generally
a 2.
charge about $3,800.
Told us about bankruptcy in the Americas, where Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 are different, but, you know, it's just another game played and full of fuckery and whatnot, so... Oh,
So you might be thinking,
3,800, eh?
Chapter 13 is more
Fuck my
costly,
life.
more difficult, and less likely to get you a genuinely fresh
You know, it is what it is. Wow.
start. Why would anyone choose it? Well, for some, it might be the right fit. Remember, it gives you a chance to keep
I really now hope I have enough.
your house, which you might need to live in, and your car, which you might need to work. But for many, many more,
There you go. Draw this. Oh my god, listen to this guy talk about bankruptcy in Chapter 7 and 13. It's like me talking about math. I just don't care. I just don't care.
Chapter 13, despite costing 3 times as much in the long term, can actually seem like the better financial
I don't care anymore. Oh my god, stop talking. Please. Ugh.
option when you file, because Chapter 7 generally requires you to pay lawyers up front, whereas Chapter
All the rules. Yeah, we get it. Okay?
13 can be different, as law firms can be eager to point out to you.
Is debt constantly on your mind?
You can't win here. Oh.
Are you looking to get a fresh start financially? Then call the bankruptcy attorneys at Wooten & Wooten. We even offer a no money
Woot
down.
woot. Oh my god, I hope this is enough. Jared Leto.
Chapter 13 plan.
Oh, fucking right.
first,
Chapter
get
13
the
plan.
fuck out of my void, Wooten.
Wow. Oh my god, I hope this is enough. Jared Leto.
I know I don't technically own the concept of sad white emptiness. Jared Leto's got the market
Oh, I
covered
gotta
on that
stop
one, but I
this.
will be damned